Boys, let's talk let's talk about it. Opening weekend, you know, um, we want to bring up the Kyrie Irving thing. Touch on it a little bit because I never really touched on it. And the Chronicles and the 76ers practice. All right. Well, first, I know I'm not the only one to say thank you. Basketball is back, right? We're back. But now, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, the Nets had, kind of a bad loss to the Bucks. Now, I know what everybody's gonna say. We want to be like told you they needed Kyrie Irving and yada yada. Yes, of course they're gonna need. I feel like they're gonna need Kyrie Irving if they want to go far. But also, let's pump the brakes for a second, right? Let's not hit that panic button just yet, because also, you know, first game you try and get into the groove of things. You're trying to figure out what's gonna work with him not being there. Durant started off late. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, he wasn't getting off at first, and that's reasonable to happen in the opening game. But he ended up leaving with a Durant type stat line, right? And then also you're going up against a Bucks team that damn near most of that roster been on that team for maybe 4 or 5 years plus. Most of them, they've been with that roster for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think that's what also helped prevail them with the championship. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say helped with them because I still feel like the Drew Holiday and PJ Tucker were under the radar moves that nobody respected, but that's what really helped them eventually win the title. Because if you think about it, out of the 4 teams that was left, Suns, Clippers, Bucks, and Hawks, that Bucks team had the most experience playing with each other. They had the most experience being on the floor with each other, and I mean, I could hear that. Would you could bring up you know, you could bring up maybe the Clippers, but I feel like that's different because we all know it's one thing for y'all to always be in the locker room together. Then it's one thing to get thrown into the playoffs going on, right? And now you're getting minutes with people you normally don't get reps with during the game. That practice situation, that's totally different from an actual game, and we all know that the game speed totally different. Now on the net side or whatever, and just for purposes for the opening night, congratulations go again to the Milwaukee Bucks for winning the 2021 NBA championship. Now on the Kyrie Irving thing, right? All right, I'm not going to act like everybody that want to, you know, I don't know, like be fake about it. And what I mean by fake about it is a lot of people act like they're supporting what he's doing just because the consensus of the internet is supporting what he's doing. Or a lot of people want to have a problem with it because of the media has a problem with it, right? My stand on it is do what you feel is best. Do what you feel is best. I'm not going to be the one to sit up here and tell you what to do and or what not to do with your life. And that's the problem that we get into this a lot of times. Like when people want to critique a situation, just do one favor when you want to be so strong about saying somebody is selfish and stuff like that. Put yourself in their shoes. If you wanted to take a stand for something that you didn't agree with, would you want somebody calling you selfish for it? Or does that make you selfish because you have your own thoughts, your own mind, and your own thoughts of how you feel about something? Right? Right? Because if we want to be technically honest, you can call a lot of people selfish in America right now that don't want to get the vaccine. And some of them, it really isn't a real purpose. They just don't want to do the shit or they're too lazy to get up to go somewhere to do it. It is what it is, though. This is not a dictatorship. You ain't gonna come over here just forcing people, kicking their fucking doors down, and think you're gonna just be jabbing them with a vaccine. Better go ahead somewhere. The fuck? But also, and one thing I want to say too that I don't want to happen, if he end up getting the vaccine to come back, please, please, do not be that stupid person to say something like, "Oh, they must have paid him to do it," or "Oh, he know he want that money." No, I highly doubt it will be that. I would think it would be because maybe at some point, if he felt like his team was going to really need him, so he wanted to come back, or maybe he just missed the game. Everybody movement is not always about a dollar sign. Maybe it is to y'all, but everybody movement isn't about a dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like it's also like the little shit that like the NFL players do now, right? Everybody want to get on the knee and all this shit down, but when Colin Kaepernick was doing it, y'all left him out to dry to be on his own when he did it. But now because it's cool to do, everybody's doing it. But y'all don't. But what? Am I going to have to be the elephant in the room to say something about that? Yeah, I know we talking basketball. Shut up. But we talking about situations. So listen, Goofy. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody just praises people now when they do that. Oh, it's unity. Nobody stepped up when Colin Kaepernick did it by himself and got shunned by the NFL while doing it. I mean, damn. They went as far as bleeping the man's fucking name out in a song that was on Madden. Are you serious? The fuck? Yeah, it is, yeah, because this is a rant. I know the basketball is right there, but this is a rant. So I'm going to talk about it. You know, you got them people in the stand that say it's disrespectful to their grandfathers or grandmothers, whoever the fuck it was, and say that because they went into the services and all that. Well, maybe it was disrespectful to them when you didn't follow their footstep and took your ass over there and fucking fought. You didn't fucking fight, so why are you mad? What are you mad about? Huh? Talking about some damn, oh, it's disrespectful to people. And I'm not disrespecting any of the vets. But what I'm saying is, these would be the same veterans that's out here homeless and can't get something to eat. And y'all look the other fucking way when they ask you for spare change. So shut the fuck up. You just want to be on the camera saying some shit about somebody being on the knee. Shut the fuck up. The same way y'all want to be talking about this vaccine. I told y'all before, people, these are not your fucking circus monkeys. They're people. If he don't want to do it, he don't have to do it. You just want him to do it for your fucking entertainment. You just want it for your entertainment. You don't give a damn about what's going on in his life. You don't give a damn about why he don't want to do it. You just want to see some dribble crossovers and some shots being made. Then most of them want to be about the more than an athlete little, movement situation thing or whatever. But then you want them to go against what they want to do so you can see a fucking game happen. Yeah, that's how that works. Then, we got the Lakers game. Well, Steph Curry had a triple-double last night, too. That's crazy. And he didn't even shoot. He shot bad, and they still won that game. So, kind of showing the Warriors got a little bit of process. Lakers, it's one game. It's one game, so you can't go off of that too much, like people gonna want to do. I think they're gonna click eventually, and you gotta think in that game they was getting good leads. I think they're gonna fall into that thing of y'all. You got like some people on that team that's not used to winning, right? That's going to be getting big minutes. Ken Bazemore kind of, because he did see like some kind of success when he was with the Hawks, but it's like when you in that limelight of somebody looking for you to win a championship, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is players like that, when they tend to get a lead, they tend to think the game is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, basketball has always, in my opinion, since I've been watching it, always been a game about runs. All you need is one or two good runs, and you're back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Or just certain sequences, you're back in the game. It could just be one momentum swing that the game is. You know what I'm saying? So I think when they get out the way, cool. Westbrook played not so good, but at the same time, I think he's going to get it and understand what's going on. I want to say what I think is the problem that's happening in Westbrook is the Thunder thing again, right? When they brung in Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, and it's almost like he didn't find the balance quick. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by the balance is when to go, when to pass. So I think that's kind of what he's going through right now. And that's going to be going because eventually Westbrook is going to start wanting to go get his, and then he's going to get back to just playing how Westbrook plays. That's my opinion on the Westbrook thing. I feel like this is just a little game thing that's going on right now. It's going to be done. It's going to be done, and he'll be back hooping to how he's going to be hooping. And when he does get back to that, he never played with a big man like Anthony Davis, right? So I feel like when he gets his, when he gets running and moving and stuff like that, that's going to be dangerous to go up against. Can you imagine oh my God. Westbrook get it clicking. Can you imagine that pick and roll with him and Anthony Davis? If a big man gets switched and trying to stop him from, or if a little guy is put on Anthony Davis, yeah, that could be bad. And we got more Ben Simmons chronicles. First, he had the practice, right? All right, it's not. All right, the reason why I'm laughing is because it's like, yo, this shit's almost looking like one of those abusive relationships. Like, y'all are trying to force this man to love y'all again. It's crazy. Like, y'all trying to force him to love y'all again. It's over. Figure something out, and y'all just gotta. I told y'all this shit months ago. I told y'all this. That is something that's somebody had to go after Doc Rivers said that. Somebody had to go. And I feel like it might have to be Ben Simmons for the simple fact that Joel Embiid basically backed up what Doc Rivers said. So now you got another player on there. Right? And then also the other players on there, they didn't back him up. And you seen him like he just bouncing the ball when they doing the huddles. He don't want to talk to nobody. He looking like, what the hell am I doing here? Like, that's the look he had. And then was it yesterday when he got kicked out of the practice? I think they were saying it was. I don't know if this is what people were saying. I don't know if this was exactly what happened, but what people were saying, like, people, I mean, like media and stuff. I think he didn't want to do a drill or something. Like he was saying, he's not going to do the drill or whatever the case is, and then that's when Doc Rivers told him to leave. And it's like, I mean, what did y'all expect? Because y'all basically forced him to come back to practice. What did y'all expect? What did y'all expect? You can't backtrack now. You put him up on a trade block. It's time to do something. You got to do something now. You have to do something. And for these idiots that keep sitting out here saying, oh, Ben Simmons is wrong, Ben Simmons is wrong, y'all are not bringing up the fact of Doc Rivers saying he didn't know if they could win a championship with Ben Simmons, and nobody had his back on that. Y'all keep going off of this, oh, you're mad because they told you to play better. I'm pretty sure they've been telling him to play better since he got there, just for the simple fact of you going to always want what you consider your cornerstone to play better, right? So we're not going to keep doing it. But that's what they do. When they like somebody or dislike somebody, y'all always say something about. Like they saying how Brent Brown, they threw him under the bus or something like that. Like, listen, man. Listen. I think Embiid not being in fucking shape is what got Brent Brown took out. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because y'all fucked up when y'all messed up y'all relationship with Jimmy Butler. Could you imagine if they were still together and then when this pandemic situation happened, how many of these teams was dropping like flies? Could y'all imagine what the Sixers probably could have did in that last season if they had Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, a healthy Embiid, a healthy Ben Simmons, and let's say they still got Seth Curry and some other shooters on that team? Could you imagine what that Sixers team would have looked like? But Jimmy Butler isn't there anymore. Shout out Heat Nation. Because he ain't there no more. So that's what it is. We just talking at this point. We just what ifing. So it is what it is. But I think this is now showing there's no coming back from this. You got to get rid of him now. And he's forcing your hand. Like y'all tried to force his by saying y'all was going to trade him. Get out of this bad relationship. Both sides, 76ers, Ben Simmons, get out of it. Y'all don't want each other. And it's good. But y'all don't want each other. So, I still don't know what's the trade. But it has to be one. And I like how Doc just sit here like he just did nothing wrong. Like he just did nothing wrong. You saw your scapegoat when they asked that question because you did it again. You did it again, Doc. You blew a series again. But this is who we call a Hall of Fame coach. That has one ring with a stacked team. And hasn't been in the finals. Not going to keep counting all these years. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. But it's been a while. It's been double digits since he been in the finals again. Damn, and double digits since he it should be double digits now since he been in the conference one, right? But it is what it is. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all take away from all this stuff. At the opening weekends. At the opening weekend. Do y'all think it's panic mode for the Nets, or do y'all just chalk it up as one game like I'm chalking it up as one game? Lakers too. Get rid of Westbrook? Or is it just one game? In my opinion, it's just one game. Don't overthink it. Don't make a decision because the outside is telling you to make that decision. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You might not like what's going on over here. Somebody know like what's going on over here. Send them over here. I'm always over here. It's MPB Shy, man. Basketball's back. And I'm out.